Good morning, guys. I just wanted to kind of hop on here pretty early this morning and, like the title says, just give you a little bit of insight on kind of how I maintain that never quit mindset. And so this morning, and I don't know what was different than most, but ever since my feet hit the floor today, I have felt so much gratitude and just overwhelming amount of I guess just joy today. And hey, Nick, and I was thinking about it and I was like, man, like I don't know how many other people start their day with gratitude. I am excited today because I know that somewhere along the way in the next 18 hours that I am going to be able to help someone. And for me, that means everything. That's what gets me going, and that's why I get really excited. So I started thinking about this, and I started thinking about how often do you stop and think how grateful you are to be here? If you're watching this video, that means that you are alive, you are breathing. I mean, your conditions might not be perfect, your scenario might not be perfect, but you have the power to change all that. And so it's really about continuing. Like, when you're an entrepreneur, it's going to get hard and you're going to want to quit. But if you're grateful, you're going to keep going because you're going to press on because you know that it's not as bad as you, like, even if you think this is the worst case scenario, it's probably not the worst case scenario, right? And so you have to continue to give gratitude. You have to continue to feel that, because that is such a huge thing. Every morning I get up and I do like a daily affirmation, and that's what really kind of fills my cup up. Every morning I say, you know what, this is the affirmation of the day, and I'm going to continue to repeat this to remind myself of this. Today's affirmation was, I deserve joy in my life. And so I get up and I read this and I repeat it back to myself. I repeat it back to myself. I repeat it back to myself. But that starts my mindset in every day then, or every point, throughout the day, then I can continue to remember that. But I also then have other things that are positive affirmations that I think of that just come to me, and I can continue to play off that energy. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I feel like shit, today's a rainy day, it's gonna suck, like, that's the energy you're gonna bring to the day. But if you wake up and you continue to fill your emotional and mental cup up with positive things, that's how your day's gonna go. That's what you're gonna, that's the energy you're gonna put off. That's what's gonna resonate with you. That's what you're gonna attract. And it's so important that you continue to be grateful, because, I mean, I would bet everybody that can watch this is in the top 1% in the whole world, right? If you look up what that really means, I mean, there are people, as you hear, who don't have clean water, who don't have the ability to have a phone to watch this video. And it's like, you need to be grateful for those things. And if you have it put in perspective, you can really know when it's just kind of silly to sweat some of the small stuff. So I wake up every morning, I try and put things in perspective. I try and start things out with a positive mindset. I try and do daily affirmations and continue to have positive beliefs, positive thoughts that go through my head, because that's what keeps me going. And that's what allows me to never quit, because when times get hard, I can think back to those positive beliefs. I can think back to, knowing that I'm on the right track and knowing that I am truly blessed. All right. I hope you guys have a kick-ass day and never quit.